Hello everyone and welcome back to another video from T&C Toy Tractors. Today I got something a little bit different for you. I'm going to talk about tractor customizing, more so about the tools, the things to look into if you're wanting to start customizing, or maybe you've already started customizing and you want to know maybe what are some other tools to maybe look into. Just different things. So start off right off the bat, one thing you're definitely going to need is a decent drill. Now I picked this up on sale at Menards a couple years back on a Christmas sale. It came with it in a small impact and 2 batteries for $40. So, which is a really nice price on these, and can be had fairly simple, and get you a bunch of drill bits because you're going to go through them and you're going to need all different kinds of sizes and different things. So I got them that go way down to the smallest that you'd ever think, and unfortunately one of them wound up going through my thumb. So like I said, get an okay one. You don't have to be a Snap-on. It doesn't have to be Milwaukee or anything like that for this hobby. Unless you're just doing it nonstop, you can get away with buying one of these Bosch, and this one has served me just fine over the years that I've had it. I have not had any problems out of it or anything. It's a great for the money. You don't have to necessarily spend a lot of money on one of these for this hobby unless you're going to use it for other things. But this one I specifically bought for this hobby, for doing the customizing. So go out, get you a drill. Walmart, Harbor Freight, you can get them there, and they'll do just fine anything you want them to do as far as this hobby goes. So moving on. One thing I like to tell people to buy is a pair of these dikes. My uncle calls them nippers. A lot of people call them wire cutters. But go out and actually buy you. Now, I believe I got these from Harbor Freight, and they are good. They're nice. They're beefy. They will cut through just about anything you want to. I use these for cutting brass and making my like the drive shafts for the wheels and stuff that I put on tractors. This will cut through some thick brass. So I know some people, just real quick, will use this to cut through brass. Don't, because these break very easily. Mainly use this to cut through plastic and other soft things. Don't use this to necessarily cut through metal. But these are also handy for unpackaging some of the toy tractors that come with zip ties and these cords that hold them in there that are real hard to undo. If you're not planning on reselling it, or not really too worried about preserving anything with it, just take these and you can cut right through them like hot knife through butter. These are great. They have served me well, and these are something I always make sure I have within an arm's reach of me anytime I'm customizing a toy tractor. These are great. Now moving on to these. These are nifty little cutters. These are mainly for cutting plastic. I say that because I see people trying to cut brass rod with these. I see people trying to cut cast metal with these. Now, if you're just trying to take off like maybe a little bit of a piece of metal, this might work. Or I would use these for like fine cutting plastic, and the fact that they're spring loaded here, they can help you out. You ain't got to try and hold them open and everything else like that. It helps you out a little bit. You can get these from Harbor Freight. This is where I got this pair at. These are really handy to have around, have within an arm's reach. Pretty good. So I believe these are only like maybe $3 to $5. So you can get these at, I think you can get these also at Hobby Lobby and other like hobby stores sell these. I think these are real popular with like modelers and stuff for cutting off model pieces off of the thing. So something interesting, tape. It's always good to have some kind of like Scotch tape around. Not only is it useful for painting, but sometimes you might need to tape something down to maybe get a measurement, tape it down to kind of get into some fine filing on it or something or another. If you don't have a vise or things around, tape, some good Scotch tape is always handy. Don't use duct tape. Duct tape, yeah, will do the job, but it kind of leaves stuff behind. Get you some Scotch tape. This will do just fine. Just this, I believe this is like a 1 inch. So moving on. Get you, I have some other tweezers around here, just regular tweezers that you would get at dollar store or Walmart, stuff like that are great. Those are always handy to have around, but sometimes if you're into like fine details on customizing tractors, sometimes getting things in the cab of the tractor, like if you're trying to put like a CB radio in, like I have on one tractor, or you're trying to change up some of the details in the cab of a tractor, these are handy. I know there's other useful uses for this style of like a needle tweezer, but not bad, something to look up. I think you can get these at any like hobby store, Hobby Lobby. I don't quite remember where I got these, but they came in a set of 3. You had the real fine ones, and I have a pair that have like a 45-degree angle on them, and I forget what the third pair was. So these aren't something bad to look into if you're really wanting to get into doing fine detail customizing. So a screwdriver. Yes, I'm sure everyone has a screwdriver, but find you a smaller one, kind of like this. This is my Craftsman that I have here. Been pretty nice. This is just about the perfect screwdriver that you need. Sometimes you might need a smaller one with a smaller shaft. I have some of those too. So just in general, just get you a nice little screwdriver like this and always keep it around. Nice to have for obvious reasons. A lot of toy tractors now are coming to where you don't have to split them apart. You can just unscrew them and they come apart. So there's that. An X-Acto knife. This thing is, I believe, a must in any kind of toy tractor customizing. It will do just about everything you need it to do. Especially whenever a pocket knife will not do it, this will do. Cutting open packages. I use this thing so much for so many things, it's not even right. It's a good all-purpose thing to have around as far as collecting or customizing goes. So get you a nice little one of these. This one came in a set with a whole bunch of different blades. It came with files. It came with like some sandpaper and stuff like that. I believe this came from a model store, if memory serves me right, that I got. So look into one of those. I believe the whole set that this came in was like 20 bucks. It was pretty nice. This is something I wished I would have discovered sooner rather than later, but I did discover it fairly soon into my customizing. It's not perfect. I wish that I believe somebody else makes another version of this where instead of like pulling out like this, they actually are on a screw and they go out from each other instead of prying out. So that one I'd say is probably better, but these are very handy. What are these for? These are for popping off the wheels and tires off of toy tractors so you can customize them and whatnot. This came with two different size bits here. This is the wide one, and then there's a more narrow one. These are like 60, I believe like $60 or $75. So these are not cheap. But if you are wanting to get into customizing and you are wanting to have a lot less headaches, these are handy. If you don't want to spend that kind of money and you're just starting out and you want to take off wheels and tires, something you can use is a hair dryer. See if your mom, your sister, somebody has an old hair dryer just laying around they're not using anymore. Use a hair dryer. Those help out a lot. A heat gun is a way to go, but I think heat guns get a little too hot and you got to be real careful with those. But these are handy. These have saved me a lot of time and a lot of headache. My only gripe, like I said, is they pull out like that and they don't always work that great, but they do a better job than not having them. So a pocket knife. A pocket knife is handy for doing anything, if you're needing to cut open a package or, just needing, maybe even use it to pry a little bit. You could use this. Just any little pocket knife will do. It don't have to be, just find you a $5 one at the bin at Walmart or something and it will serve you just fine. And if it breaks, it's only $5. It's not a big deal. This little saw, I got this on eBay for I believe $5 and it came with a few different bits here. This is the one that I use the most when it comes to customizing and whatnot. It's handy. I'm sure that there's better ones out there and I plan on trying to find something a little bit better than this, because it is super cheap and it's not as, I don't know if I'm asking too much for this to be a little bit more rigid or what, but it's not perfect. It could be better, and I hope to find something a little bit better, but this is a neat little tool to look into. It'll help out a lot whenever you, something I do is like on the 60 and 70 series John Deeres that I customize. So I don't have to split the tractor open. I can actually go in with this and cut the cab off, and the cab will come off like that. So, good pair of scissors. Always need a good pair of scissors. Find you a good pair of scissors and hold on to them and keep them around. Keep them within arm's reach. Don't cheap out. Actually find you a decent pair of scissors. You will use these things a lot more than you would think you need to, and they will come in clutch whenever you need them to. So spend a little money, get you a decent pair of scissors. These are ones that I really liked and have served me well since I've had them. So get you a nice pair of scissors. Needle nose pliers. Handy. These things are great. I got this from Harbor Freight. I believe that there's a Harbor Freight just about everywhere at this point. And if they're not, they're somewhere around you probably. I like the spring action to these. They open right back up. You ain't got to try and open them up and things like that. These were only a few dollars. These, like I said, I got these from Harbor Freight. They were in a bottom bin on a shelf there was these and a couple other small pliers like this that I bought. But these have been super handy with being this small and having the spring action to them. So, go out, and if you're at Harbor Freight, snag a pair of these because these are handy. Getting into glues and stuff. Now, Jason Shireman of For the Love of Tractors, he has a YouTube channel, and he is also I don't know if you'd call him a dealer or a supplier or something like that, but he sells this stuff, and it is super. This is the stuff that I would recommend using. It's thick, and if you're wanting a part to hold on there and, cure quick, this is the glue to use. And what's cool is you have this Insta set. And before, what I was doing was you dab that on there, and if you wanted the glue to hurry up and set, I would just take this out of the liquid and wait for a little drop to come off there. See, like that's going to drop off. And that's what I would do to put it on there or something, But thankfully, this past weekend, well, not this past weekend by the time this video's out. Well, thankfully, at a toy show, I seen Jason Shireman, and he has this thing. This is basically like a dropper. You take this Insta set and you pour it in here, and you can just squeeze and a little drop come out at a time instead of using the spray nozzle, which the spray nozzle just gets everywhere. So that this is a handy deal. If you buy one, get the other. Don't get one without the other, is what I would suggest people to do. I don't remember what these are running as far as prices go. I wish I could remember so I could tell you, but if you go to fortheloveoftractors.com, he has this stuff for sale. And I don't know if he has these listed on his website yet, or if he's just giving these away with a purchase. But this is a game changer for customizing and helping to set the glue a lot faster. So that way there you ain't got to sit there and hold it and blow and different things like that. So, but I hope you have enjoyed this video. It was something, I know, a little bit different. Thought I would try something different, see if everyone liked it, if this piqued some interest in some people. So I know it's not a toy tractor review. Thought I would step out of my comfort area and do this. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you come back and watch our videos. Our channel is continuing to grow, and I'm so very thankful for those that watch our videos. I'm thankful for those that comment on our videos and everything. And I know I feel really special whenever everyone, whenever the views really get up there and everything else. So thank you so much to everyone. I really do appreciate it, and I hope everyone has a great day. Goodbye.